Have you ever felt that surge of anger rising inside you, your heart pounding, your mind racing, and words just spilling out that you wish you could take back? Imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting, and the car in front of you is moving at a snail's pace. Your frustration builds up, your patience wears thin, and before you know it, you're honking the horn and muttering under your breath. We've all been there, that moment when anger takes control and we feel powerless to stop it. But what if I told you there's a way to manage those feelings, to stay calm and composed even in the most frustrating situations? Today, we're diving into the wisdom of Seneca and the ancient philosophy of Stoicism to discover powerful techniques for controlling our anger. By the end of this video, you'll have practical tools to keep your cool and turn moments of anger into opportunities for growth. Let's start our journey into mastering anger with Stoicism. Seneca's view on anger. Lucius Annaeus Seneca, more commonly known as Seneca, was a Roman Stoic philosopher, statesman, and playwright who lived during the 1st century AD. He was an advisor to the Emperor Nero and is regarded as one of the most significant Stoic philosophers. Seneca's insights into anger are profound and deeply rooted in Stoic principles. In his work on anger, he articulates that anger is a temporary madness. He emphasizes that when we let anger control us, we surrender our ability to think clearly and make reasoned decisions. One of Seneca's powerful quotes on anger is, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." This means that by taking a moment to breathe and pause before reacting, we can prevent anger from dictating our actions. Seneca believed that anger stems from unrealistic expectations of others and the world around us. By adjusting our expectations and understanding that some things are beyond our control, we can cultivate a more balanced and rational mindset. For Seneca, the key to managing anger is to develop self-awareness and practice patience. He taught that through introspection and mindfulness, we can observe our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to respond with reason rather than react impulsively. As we continue exploring Seneca's teachings, we'll uncover more practical techniques to help us navigate and control our anger. Understanding the roots of anger involves delving into the Stoic belief that anger often arises from misunderstandings and false judgments. According to Stoicism, our emotions are largely shaped by our perceptions of events rather than the events themselves. Let's consider a fun example to illustrate this. Imagine you're at a party, and you see a friend laughing while looking in your direction. Instantly, you might feel a twinge of anger, thinking they're laughing at you. But later, you find out they were laughing at a joke someone else told. Your initial anger was based on a false judgment of the situation. Seneca and the Stoics teach us that by correcting these misunderstandings, we can prevent unnecessary anger. They encourage us to pause and question our immediate judgments. Ask yourself, do I have all the facts? Or is there another way to interpret this situation? By doing so, we can often see that the anger we feel is based on assumptions rather than reality. This practice not only helps us control anger, but also fosters empathy and understanding towards others. The Stoics believed that by examining the roots of our anger and recognizing the role of our perceptions, we can cultivate a more rational and peaceful state of mind. So next time you feel anger bubbling up, remember to take a step back and reassess the situation. You might find that the root of your anger is not the event itself, but rather your interpretation of it. The first technique involves taking a moment to breathe. Seneca advised that when you feel anger rising, pause and take a few deep breaths. This simple act can give you a chance to regain control of your emotions. Picture this: you're in a heated argument over who gets the last slice of pizza. Instead of snapping, take a step back, inhale deeply, and exhale slowly. It might sound simple, but this pause can prevent a full-blown pizza war. The second technique is to delay your reaction. Seneca famously said, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." When something or someone provokes you, resist the urge to react immediately. Imagine you're in a meeting and a colleague criticizes your work. Instead of firing back, tell yourself you'll respond after giving it some thought. This delay allows you to approach the situation with a clearer and calmer mind. The third technique is to change your perspective. Seneca believed that anger often arises from unrealistic expectations. Adjusting your expectations can significantly reduce your anger. Say you're in a long line at the grocery store, and it's moving incredibly slow. Instead of fuming, remind yourself that delays like this are part of life. By accepting that some things are beyond your control, you reduce the frustration that leads to anger. The fourth technique is to practice empathy. Try to understand the other person's point of view. If someone cuts you off in traffic, instead of raging, consider that they might be rushing to an emergency. This shift in perspective can turn anger into compassion. The fifth technique is to use humor. Seneca suggested that sometimes the best way to diffuse anger is to see the absurdity in the situation. If you find yourself getting angry because your favorite team lost a game, laugh at the fact that you're so passionate about something so trivial. Humor can be a powerful tool to lighten the mood and reduce anger. The sixth technique is self-awareness. Seneca emphasized introspection and mindfulness. Regularly reflect on your thoughts and emotions. Ask yourself why certain things make you angry, and if there's a pattern. Being aware of your triggers can help you manage your reactions more effectively. Implementing these techniques takes practice, but over time, they can help you control your anger and react to situations with patience and reason. Remember, mastering anger with Stoicism isn't about suppressing your feelings, but understanding and managing them in a way that leads to personal growth and harmony. Applying Stoic techniques in daily life. Now that we've explored powerful techniques for controlling anger through the wisdom of Seneca, let's talk about how we can integrate these practices into our everyday lives. It's one thing to understand these concepts, but applying them consistently can truly transform our approach to challenging situations. Imagine starting your day with a brief reflection on your goals and intentions. Ask yourself, what might challenge my patience today? By anticipating potential triggers, you're better prepared to handle them calmly. For instance, if you know your commute tends to be stressful, plan to listen to a calming podcast or practice deep breathing during traffic. Another practical tip is to keep a journal. Each evening, take a few minutes to write about moments when you felt anger and how you responded. Reflect on what triggered your anger, whether you reacted impulsively or with patience, and how you could improve next time. This practice of self-awareness and introspection aligns with Seneca's teachings and helps reinforce positive habits. Also consider the power of mantras. Seneca believed in the importance of reminding ourselves of Stoic principles. Create a personal mantra such as, "I control my reactions," or "Patience over anger," and repeat it during stressful times. This can anchor you and provide a moment of clarity before reacting. To make these techniques a habit, start small. Pick one or two practices to focus on each week. For example, this week, challenge yourself to pause and breathe deeply whenever you feel anger rising. Next week, add the practice of questioning your immediate judgments. Gradually, these habits will become second nature. Engaging with a community can also be beneficial. Share your experiences with friends or join online forums dedicated to Stoic philosophy. Discussing your challenges and successes with others can provide support and motivation to stick with these practices. Finally, remember that progress takes time. Be patient with yourself as you work on integrating these techniques into your daily routine. Each time you choose patience over anger, you're building a stronger foundation of resilience and inner peace. To wrap up, I challenge you to apply at least one Stoic technique this week and observe the impact it has on your reactions to anger. Reflect on the experience and consider how these small changes can lead to significant personal growth. Let's embrace Seneca's wisdom and strive for a life of greater calm and reason. Thanks for watching, and if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit the notification bell for more insights on Stoicism. In summary, we've delved into powerful techniques derived from Seneca's wisdom to control our anger. We learned about the roots of anger and how our perceptions shape our emotional responses. By understanding and correcting false judgments, we can prevent unnecessary anger. We explored practical techniques like taking a moment to breathe, delaying our reactions, changing our perspective, practicing empathy, using humor, and fostering self-awareness. Each of these methods helps us manage our reactions, leading to more rational and peaceful interactions. Mastering anger through Seneca's teachings not only enhances our personal resilience, but also promotes harmony and growth in our daily lives. As Seneca wisely said, the greatest remedy for anger is delay. Let's remember that choosing patience and reason over impulsive reactions can transform how we handle challenging situations. Thank you for joining me on this journey to mastering anger with Stoicism. If you found these insights helpful, please subscribe, like this video, and hit the notification bell for more content on Stoic philosophy. Keep striving for calm and reason, and let Seneca's wisdom guide you to a more balanced and fulfilling life.